Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell on the title of this video, I am going to be answering some of your guys' questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. I asked you guys on Instagram to give me questions that you guys want to know about my pregnancy, and I'm going to be making it into a video today. This is not a mukbang. I wouldn't consider this a mukbang because it's just a sandwich, some chips, and a Snapple that I'm going to be eating. I'm waiting for the carne to descongelar because I'm going to be making tortas later. So I'm going to have a sandwich for now, and I'm going to be answering your guys' questions as I eat. If you guys haven't liked or comment on this video, please go ahead and do so and turn on your post notification bell so every time I post a new video, you guys are updated. So the very first question is, how far along are you? I am 17 weeks and I'm going to be 18 weeks this Saturday. So yes, I'm halfway there, kind of, not really, but the pregnancy is going by super quick. I swear nothing tastes better when you're hungry and you make a sandwich and eat chips with it. It tastes so good. Or I'm just so hungry, I don't know. When's my due date? Okay. So when I went to my first ultrasound, they had told me that my due date was going to be October 16th, I think, or 14th, I can't remember. They go based off your due date when is your last period. So when I told them my last period day, they had told me, oh, okay, you're this many weeks and your due date is going to be October 14th or 16th. I can't remember. But then when I went to my second ultrasound, they seen the baby grew a little bit longer. So they were able to measure the baby through the ultra scanner. And they told me again, are you sure you're this many weeks? And I'm like, well, that's what you guys told me. You guys told me my due date was October 14th or 16th. And they're like, well, right here, this is what it measures. It tells me on how many weeks you are, and it looks like we're gonna have to change your due date. So I'm like, okay, so when's my due date? My due date is actually September 26th, which they weren't too off, but good thing they caught that, because imagine like me having my baby a month early. But that's my due date. I'm so hungry. Ah. Next question. What food cravings are you having? So I'm not actually having major cravings where I crave something every day and I'm like, oh my god, I have to have it. It's so weird because I feel like Jonathan has the cravings more than I do. They say that guys get the cravings and the guys gain weight, which I believe it all because I've seen it all. Like my cravings that I've had was like aguachiles, a lot of spicy stuff, camarones a la diabla. I also craved Carl's Jr., which is so weird. Fun fact, it's one of my cravings as well when I was pregnant with Yaritza, but it's so weird because I hardly ever eat Carl's Jr. So just a lot of spicy things really. And when I was pregnant with Yaritza, I would crave a lot of sweet things. I remember I would crave ice cream, have the deli sandwiches. If it wasn't from Subway, I would buy it from the store or the gas station. As long as it was a deli sandwich, I had to have it. I also craved cubed ice when I was pregnant with Yaritza. I also craved Nutella shakes from Steak and Shake. When I was pregnant with Yaritza, Jonathan and I would get the chocolate donut cravings at night. It was so weird. So I don't know, maybe further along in my pregnancy I'm gonna crave more stuff, but so far those have been my cravings. So yeah, Jonathan has had it really easy this time because yo lo hice sufrir mucho in my last pregnancy. I would get the cravings like at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, and he would work and I would feel so bad, but he would actually go get it. So yeah, I tell him like, you have it easy right now. Next question. Can you feel the baby move yet? Yes, I can. I actually started to feel her move like 2 weeks ago, so not that long ago. So funny because every time I feel the baby move, I always tell John, babe, like put your hand over here real quick and see if you can feel the baby move. And she always stops kicking. He hasn't been able to feel her yet, but I can. And every time he puts his hand on my stomach or his head, she stops. So I don't know if she knows like that's her dad or something. I always mess around with him. I'm like, damn, she don't like you. He gets all her. But it could also be one of the reasons that she's still little. The kicks aren't that hard where he can actually feel her, but I can definitely feel her kick inside of my stomach. Next question is, Is this pregnancy harder because you have a kid already? Not necessarily. I mean, the only difference that makes it a little bit harder is that, especially in my first trimester when I had the morning sickness and just that stage where you don't want to do anything but you just want to sleep and like lay down, I couldn't do that. Like, my daughter depended on me. Mommy, I want to play, or mommy, I'm hungry. And so, you know, like you have to get up and give your daughter what she needs, you know? So I feel like that was the only hard part because it took so much out of me to get out of bed and like do what I had to do. Next question. What did you think you were going to have, a boy or a girl, and why? Well, that's easy. I thought I was gonna have a boy, only because my symptoms, my cravings were all different. And then I noticed, well, I heard that your salty and spicy cravings is most likely to be a boy. If you are carrying low, you're carrying a boy. And not even that, but like everybody was saying, oh, you're gonna have a boy, you're gonna have a boy. And so like, me animé tanto que in my head I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a boy, like for sure, and there's no doubt, you know. And then Jonathan thought I was gonna have a boy, so, but it turns out we have a beautiful baby girl. So yeah, that's why I thought I was gonna have a boy. Next question. How does Jonathan feel about having another girl? I think I should have just put him in the video, so he can answer for himself. But from what he tells me and what I've seen is that he's always wanted a boy. And I think having a boy would have been good for both of us because I would have been a mommy to a boy and I would see the difference between the boy and the girl, you know. But for Jonathan, like, it's different because I tell him all the time, like, you have a bond with Yaritza, but it's so much different than my relationship with her because we're both girls. We can both do things together. I can go do my nails with her. We can go get our hair done together. We can go shopping, do things that we both like. I mean, I don't throw shade for any dad who does that with their daughter, but it's not going to be the same as the mom doing it with their daughter, you know? So I feel like him having a boy is going to have like that relationship and that bond where they can go get haircuts, they can go do guy things, they can go to games, you know? I found out we were going to have a girl. I'm like, damn, he's going to get sad because he's not going to have a boy. So I was nervous for my gender reveal. Surprisingly, like in the video, you guys think that he wasn't happy. In the video he was actually like, oh damn, we got another girl, but like off camera he was actually very happy and excited. He was telling his mom and he was telling me that, you know, that it's gonna be cool having another girl. He was very excited, and we actually started working on baby Jay's nursery room. Just his actions and stuff show that he is really excited to have another girl. Next question. Does your daughter cry a lot or get jealous? I heard that kids know when the mom is pregnant, especially with the same sex. That's funny because she's actually the opposite. That's what I've also heard. I heard that kids know when the mom is pregnant. And so before I found out the gender of the baby, and I seen Yaritza que era bien cariñosa and like she would kiss my belly, and I'm like, oh my god, I am gonna have the opposite sex because she's being cariñosa, she's being loving, she's being, you know, protective over the baby already. And so I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be a boy. But then when I found out it was a girl, when it was a girl, I was actually shocked because for that same reason, I heard that they're the opposite, that they hate you, that they don't want to be near you. She's actually very loving to the baby. She kisses the baby every night, and in the morning she always says, good morning, sister. Like last night, I cut her some apples with peanut butter. She's right here. She was eating on the bed, and then she was eating them, and then she lifts up my shirt. She's like, sister, you want some? She's like, here. And then she would point it on my stomach and then like go like this, like as if the baby was eating it. So I thought that was cute. She even says she's not the baby anymore. She says that the baby is the baby. So I'm really happy and glad because I don't want her to feel any less than. I'm just really happy that she's just happy as well. My little gordita, she's like right here. I love you. So yeah, don't believe when they tell you all that because I guess it can be wrong, I guess. Next question is, how does it feel planning for a baby then having one unexpected? Damn, it definitely feels different because I was really young when I found out I was pregnant with Yaritza. I was in high school still. I still lived at my parents' house. I was not even 18 yet. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was scared, you know, because I was so young. A lot of things were running through my mind, you know, as a girl. Like, we have this mindset, like we want to have everything in life set for us, and like we have a plan, you know. And for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what if me and Jonathan don't even last? What if me and him break up? Or what if me and him, like, something goes wrong and I'm over here pregnant, I'm gonna end up being a single mom, you know, which a lot of cases it does happen. But that was just one of my thoughts that came in my mind when I was pregnant with Yaritza. I was scared of what my mom was gonna say. I was scared of what Jonathan's parents were also gonna say. And luckily, like, everyone was just so supportive, but it was mostly fear, because I knew that I was capable of raising a baby and take full responsibility for it. But I was just so scared. I was still living at my mom's. I was a senior about to graduate. I'm over here working a part-time job. I just wanted everything to be set for her. Versus now we're a little bit more financially stable. We actually have a house now. We're married, we have a daughter, so I kind of know what it's like. So for Jonathan and I to plan a baby, we kind of know what to expect, especially because we're not first-time parents, so we know like the baby's gonna need this. I was one of those moms that like bought a whole bunch of extra things that I thought I needed when I was pregnant with Yaritza, and I didn't even end up using. So now, like, that I'm pregnant with my second kid, I'm like, oh well, this is not what she really needs. She's gonna need this. And I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's just a good feeling, whether or not if you plan or not. But that's just the difference that I feel between planning a baby and then having one that unexpected, you know. So yeah. Next question: are you scared to give birth again? In a way, I am, and then I'm not. Only because with my pregnancy with Yaritza was really smooth. I did have no complications. Well, the only complications that I had was that I had preeclampsia in my pregnancy that I had to get induced at 37 weeks. Me delivering and going through labor and stuff, I thought it went really smooth for me. I dealt with the pain pretty well. I didn't scream, you know, like the only thing I'm not looking forward though is the recovery. In my opinion, I think that the recovery part is much more worse than giving birth to a baby, only because there's so many things that your body does when it's recovering, and I did not enjoy. It's gonna be too much information, but I got ripped down when I gave birth to Yaritza, that they had to stitch me up. And I remember when I would pee, it would burn. Like the stitches and la herida me quemaba, and like it would burn. So I'd always be like this, pee slowly as I can para que no me quemaba. And just by thinking about it gets me like anxious. So like you get up and you bleed a lot, and not just like a period blood, like you bleed a lot, and you have to wear these adult diapers. Then you're scared to poop. Only girls that are moms know what I'm talking about. Then you need help get in the shower, and then there's just so many stuff that, like, not even that, you're just so weak and you just give birth to a baby. That's just not what I'm looking for. Me desespero tanto de estar en la cama that the next day of me giving birth, I was already up in my hospital room just cleaning and picking up around stuff, and like I just don't want to go through that again, but I'm gonna have to. Next question: how do you feel about being pregnant during this coronavirus? I'm actually bummed out, only because I got my gender reveal canceled. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to have a baby shower. But what I'm really scared that if we're still in this coronavirus lockdown, that they could get to the point where the mom's gonna have to give birth alone in the delivery room, and not even the husband can be there. So that's what I'm really scared. I hope it doesn't get to that point. And it also sucks because I have to take more precaution about a lot of things. Like, I can't be out everywhere, and if I do, I am being in risk, because us women that are pregnant run high risk of getting coronavirus too. So I'm mostly at home. Like, I feel so bad for those moms that just gave birth and then are struggling to find diapers and like medicine and wipes and stuff because of this coronavirus. But I'm not necessarily scared. I know everything happens for a reason, and I will be okay, you know. Okay, next question. This question I got asked so many times: do you have baby names picked out already? A lot of you guys seen on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook. I already named the baby J. Our goal was to name the baby with the J, just so I can keep it going, like Jonathan, Yaritza, and so on. We recently picked out her name not too long ago. You guys are really curious to know what the baby's name is. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the name that you guys all have been waiting for, which I appreciate you guys for being so patient and just waiting on this video for me to announce the baby's name. But the baby's name is going to be Yareli Anaí Contreras. And Yaritza was really easy because Jonathan actually liked my middle name. For those who don't know, my middle name is Yaritza, and he wanted to name our daughter after my middle name. And Yaritza's middle name is Yaseli. I personally wanted to name her Yaseli as her first name, but Jonathan really wanted her to be Yaritza. She is Yaritza Yaseli Contreras. And if we were going to have a boy, we were going to name him Jonathan. To pick out a name that was going to be unique, not a name that you can really hear often. I have a cousin who's married. Her name is Yareli, and I've always thought that name was pretty. And I thought of it, and then I'm like, what if I take out the Y and I add the J in it? And then I put Yareli, and I really like how it sounds as well. I told Jonathan, and I'm like, hey, do you like this name? And he actually really liked it, and he's like, yeah, like, let's do that name. And so then I just picked out Anaí as her middle name. So that's gonna be the baby's name, Yareli Anaí Contreras. There you guys go. Now you guys know baby Jay's name. Next question. Is this pregnancy different than the first? Yes, symptoms have been different, and my cravings have been different with this baby. I feel like this baby is much more, so far I want to say calm. Also because when I go to my ultrasounds, I remember when I did my ultrasounds with Yaritza at this stage right now, she would move a lot and go crazy. And then this baby's more like chill. She's more relaxed. She's more laid back. Every time I go to my ultrasound, she's always sleeping and just staying still. And what I've also noticed is that I really don't feel like as if I'm pregnant, only because I hardly get symptoms. I hardly threw up in my pregnancy with this one. And with Yaritza, oh my gosh, I remember I would throw up until my fifth month in my pregnancy. Like with Yaritza, I had it so bad. With Yaritza, me la pasaba dormida all day. And my mom was so concerned about me because I would literally sleep day and night. I wouldn't get out of my room at all. And if I would get out of my room, I would just go to the bathroom and throw up. And I would have like a high fever, really bad back pain. With this baby, I did throw up the first month, but then it went away. Like, don't get me wrong, I do have symptoms, but they're not like really bad or major like compared to my first. Short words, I'm enjoying this pregnancy way more. I feel like I can do more things. I feel more active. I feel like I can do things that I wasn't able to do when I was pregnant with Yaritza. Next question. How many kids do you and Jonathan want to have? Jonathan and I want 4 kids. So we got 2 down, to go. But whatever God wants, you know, I can't say I want 4 kids. I mean, that's how much we want to have, but life is going to speak itself later in the future. So who knows, I might end up with just 1 more kid, or just 2 kids, or 5 kids, who knows. Okay, next question is, it says, not a question, just wanted to say I miss hanging out with you guys. Oh, I miss you too. But we can still hang out if you're down. You're welcome to come to our house. Just give me a call when you want to hang out. You know, I be doing nothing, so just hit me up. Next question. Who do you think your baby will look like this time? Hopefully baby Jay looks like me this time, only because we already have Yaritza, and Yaritza is Papi's twin for sure. Like, that's her twin. You guys can't deny like that they don't look alike. She has nothing of me. I look at her and I don't see anything of me, just my attitude and my personality. But other than that, she's Papi's twin. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video right here. If you guys would like to see a part 2, leave this video with a comment down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed talking to you guys and kind of telling you guys what's been going on, and I really appreciate everybody who has been so patient with me in this video, because there's a lot of questions that you guys wanted to know, and now it's finally getting answered. Hopefully I answered the main ones. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.